Let's start then. Hey everybody, we're recording this one tonight as well, so we hope it sounds alright. We've had a week without children, and I had a chance to dive into some old data discs and tapes of some old arrangements that I'd done years ago that I'd forgotten I had, I thought that were lost. And some of them were just so beautiful, I was just having this amazing time, I was in tears and everything, so I want to share some of them. So we're just going to go on a musical journey tonight. Some of it's going to be loud, soft, fast, slow. Let's just do it, yeah? So, and of course the main thing, of course, is to have Yahusha's presence, so I think it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
rejoice in Yahusha. The time is coming soon, so let's rejoice. Let's lift His mighty name. He's my rock and my fortress, my ancient of days, and that's why I am clothed in the garment of praise. Express joy and cheer, be glad and delight. The time is coming soon, so let's rejoice. Rejoice in Yahusha. Time is coming soon, so let's rejoice. Let's lift His mighty name. He is calling us into Oriah the King. Take your tambourines up for dancing and sing. Express joy and cheer, be glad and delight. The time is coming soon, so let's rejoice. Rejoice in Yahusha. The time is coming soon, so let's rejoice. Let's lift His mighty name. 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 Time is coming soon, so let's rejoice. Rejoice in Yahusha. The time is coming soon, so let's rejoice. Let's lift His mighty name. This is an oldie. We're going to go back a bit. We meditate the Torah daily in our spirit, exercising belief, more hatred and bad. When we all draw closer, overcoming sin, tightly wrapped in covenant, Torah sets us free. Gotta live the Torah, Torah, Torah. Gotta live the Torah Zone. Legs are all around us, around us, around us. They are leaving us alone. Satan's coming at us, at us, at us. Demons say we overthrown. We are seeking portion, portion, portion. Satan's at the Torah Zone. Torah Zone. Yahusha inside us, setting us apart. We have journeyed this far, siblings must be found. People need to know there's comfort in the storm. No need peace they'll feel is deep in Torah Zone. Gotta live Torah, Torah, Torah. Gotta live Torah Zone. go with my belief.
In His name, to love one another and speak His fame, a sweet fragrance ascends, and we enter in. It's our daily offering. I receive of His Torah in my heart, my wedding vow, the commandments I maintain. We honor our marriage to our Yahusha when we obey and serve Him. Where we are, a sweet fragrance ascends to His mighty throne, and His love becomes our own. I believe, only Yahusha, my King, is gathering us together unto Him. Yahusha in all they do. Moses, you to sleep in the dust of the earth will awake and come into life. All the wise shall shine like the brightness of the skies, leading souls into righteousness and truth, lifting up Yahusha in all they do. I won't be left in shame, not given the blame for not spreading prosperity. I won't let that plan thrown in the garbage can. Oh, I want to shine for you. I won't be left in shame, not given the blame for not spreading prosperity. I don't like that plan thrown in the garbage can. Oh, I want to shine for you. I won't be left in shame, not given the blame for not spreading prosperity. I don't like that plan thrown in the garbage can. Oh, I want to shine for you. Oh, I want to shine for you. Oh, I want to shine for you. I am not Jehovah, I am no Madonna, I'm not Yeshua or that fake JC. I am not a sequence of letters put together. I am Yahusha. I am not liturgy, I am not religious, I'm the enemy of wickedness. I am Elohim, Yahuah in the flesh, I am Yahusha. It shall be, it shall be, it shall be in that day. You shall call me by my name and not idols of the sun. You shall know, you shall see, you shall come to my mount and hear the Torah from Yerushalim. I am love eternal, I am living waters, I'm the bread of life, light of the world. I am the good shepherd, I love all my sheep, I am Yahusha. You are now my treasure, bride and royal priesthood. On you, Yerushalim, set your sights. For I dwell in vessels made by hands no more. I am the portal in you. It shall be, it shall be, it shall be in that day. You shall call me by my we wait on Yahusha. We will run and not get weary, rowing on, all weighs us down. We will walk, oh, we seek the love, flying high on wings of eagle, blowing wind our joy renewed. If we wait, we wait on Yahusha. We will run and not get weary, rowing on, all that weighs us down. We will walk, so we see the love flying high. we wait on Yahusha. We will run, not get weary. Rain of peace is drawing near. Our King rides on a white horse, with eyes of fire, sword to keep. From the sky to ring unite us, bring the two sticks into one. Come reveal the mighty kingdom and rule forever on this earth. In Yerushalim, take us to that city. Yerushalim, trumpets usher down New Yerushalim, where clothed in white eternal New Yerushalim, with Yahusha our King. Coming, guys. We're going to witness it one day. Just open your hearts and think of this day. Thousands on our left and right fall, bursting into flaming fire. The bride of Yah will be driven by the extra hope. There's no filth in this kingdom, so if you want to make them live, offer up 𝓭𝓪𝓲𝓮 𝓨𝓪𝓱𝓾𝓼. Yerushalim. Take us to that city, New Yerushalim. Trumpets usher down the New Yerushalim. We're clothed in white eternal, New Yerushalim. With Yahusha our King.
Guys, got a bit of a message here, and tonight we're going to talk about freedom. I feel like this has been culminating in the last few messages we've done, because this is what we want to be if we're not already free. Isn't that what Yahusha died for, to set us free? So in the Hebrew understanding, freedom is to be a liberty from slavery, to be free, prosperity, liberal, opulent, bountiful, a noble, royalty, a remnant, to halu, or cry for help or for freedom from some trouble, to cry aloud or cry out, to shout, to move rapidly with spontaneity of outflow, clear purity. Thought that was interesting. To be free is to be able to move rapidly with spontaneity of outflow.
Hello!
Hello! So, when we come to the scripture understanding in 2 Corinthians, we know most of these, but let's go into them. 2 Corinthians 3, where the Spirit of Yahuah is, there is freedom. John 8, you will know the truth will set you free. And if the Son sets you free, then you are free indeed. And then the bulk of our scriptural understanding is in Galatians 5. I want to go through most of this chapter because it's all about freedom. And when you look at the last few videos, messages we've been talking about as a group, Paul sums it all up here. Stand firm in your freedom. Stand firm in your freedom, knowing that Yahusha has made us free. Don't be held by the burden of slavery ever again. Yes, I, Paul, am telling you that if you go and get circumcised, then Yahusha will be useless to you. That's right. If you're going to be circumcised, which is a shadow teaching fulfilled through Yahusha, if you're going to be circumcised, you become a slave to the Torah again, having to go and do all the other ceremonial rituals given to Moses also, which could never deliver you anyway. And you've cut yourselves off from Yahusha, rejecting his freedom in favour of being right through the cutting of your flesh. But those of us living in the Spirit, are waiting excitedly for our coming righteousness, knowing that in Yahusha, our belief makes us want to love others. So it makes no difference whether someone is fleshly circumcised or not. It means nothing now. What's up with you? You knew all this and were running well. So who stopped you from obeying the truth? Who stopped you? It wasn't Yahusha, that's for sure. Just remember, a little bit of leaven affects the whole lump. So be careful and don't listen to any other opinions on this matter, especially from that circumcised lot who are always troubling you. But don't worry, they'll cop their judgment, no matter who they think they are. And as for the rumours that I still tell people to get circumcised, well, that's absurd. Why would I still be hated and in so much trouble if I went back to the old way of circumcision, setting aside the stake, which they constantly stumble over, having to face what Yahusha did? I swear, if only they'd just go and emasculate themselves. Go on, cut the whole thing off, not just the tip. Put an end to all these stupid arguments. I can't believe Paul said that. Go and emasculate yourselves. Yes, we've all been called to freedom, but don't use your freedom as an excuse to pleasure your flesh, but use it to serve one another in love. And as for the Torah, if you love your neighbour as you love yourself, then you are behaving all of it completely. But if you bite and ravage each other like wild animals, watch out, because you'll all be dead soon, and then where will your precious freedom be then? I say walk in the Spirit, and you'll give no place to your selfish desires and lusts of the flesh that fight against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. They are completely opposite to each other, so that you don't go around behaving however you want. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are no longer a slave to the Torah, because you'll already be doing the behaviour it was shadowing. People's desires make them give in to their flesh and have immoral behaviour, filthy thoughts, do shameful things, worshipping idols, practicing witchcraft, hating each other, and refusing to get along. They become jealous, angry, selfish, not only arguing and causing trouble, but they're envious. They get drunk and substance smashed, carrying on like whores at wild parties, doing all sorts of evil abominations as well. I told you this before, and I'm telling you again. No one who lives like this will share in the blessings of Yahuwah's kingdom. For the fruit of his Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, trustworthiness, gentleness, and self-control. And there is no Torah against any of these behaviours. So you'll be blameless if you do them. For those living in Yahusha have staked their flesh with all its passions and desires, killing them dead. So if we live in Yahusha's Spirit, which has made us free, let us go on behaving as he says, not being selfish or making others jealous by claiming to be better than them. Paul tells us to hold on to our freedom and never to be a slave to the Torah again, the instructions given to Moses. Now, since Yahusha is the living word, Torah, law in the flesh, Paul would never state that living Torah is slavery, but the consequences of disobeying those divine laws is indeed slavery. Because, in the case of high-handed intentional crimes, there was no offering of forgiveness in the sacrificial system, and a person was handed over to the judicial system called the curse of the Torah, or the law, and executed, having their physical and spiritual existence severed from Yahuah. So that was for people who committed intentional crimes, murder, adultery, sodomy, idolatry, all those things. There was no sacrifice you could offer for that. As we know, Yahusha took the whole list of our crimes and offences, all sin and curses, onto himself as he hung on the torture stake. He never changed the definition of sin or what good and evil is, but he did become the criminal, the curse of the Torah. And that's why our crimes against his eternal Torah are all forgiven by the power of his blood. Because every single one of us should be executed for the severity of our abominable behaviour on this earth. It's easy to see when reading Paul's words how far both Jewish and Christian camps have bastardised the context of these texts in order to claim superiority and retain their global following, ushering more and more into their bondage of slavery. One without Messiah and the other without his covenant, and neither one providing any freedom from the curse, and both used by the enemy to deceive millions. We've been discussing religion and its influences, its origins and agendas, and when we look at our own journeys coming out from among them, it's easy to see that we don't need to be set free from Yahusha's legal system of right and wrong, but mankind's demonically led religious rules of checks and balances and complete seething hatred and defiance for the purity of Torah, a system providing no power to overcome the flesh. Torah is a behaviour. It's clean, it's pure, keeps our minds clear, unburdened, allowing us to communicate and express ourselves freely, to be able to enjoy the adventure, the not knowingness of our day, able to hear Yahusha's voice, feel his presence, listen and do, moving rapidly with spontaneity of outflow. And only when we give over to Yahusha completely will we truly feel like the royal bride, the opulent bounty of his remnant. That's what freedom meant. Only when we give over will we feel like that. Feel that we are and truly experience the freedom that he shed his precious blood to attain. And that's all about freedom. So that affected me because I thought if you're into that, you don't have to be surprised by what's going to happen in your day. You can flow. The moving quickly and rapidly and spontaneous, not sticking to your plan all the time and just ready to go with Yahusha, whatever he does. So that affected me. So many other words there too, like not holding back, breaking forth, halloo, crying out if you need Yahusha. Just all these things that help me with freedom. That's what I've always wanted, to be free. And the whole religious system seems to have always been holding me back. You've got to behave a certain way, but not anymore. We're free of it all. We don't have to be under that anymore. So that's it, guys.
Amen, brother.
Well, I've had a wonderful evening in Yahusha. Praise was wonderful, the word was wonderful. This is fantastic.
Yeah, that's what.
Have you got the extra chairs up?
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Enjoy that.
What a difference being down here. How lovely is it?
Like it?
Oh, you don't have to do anything. You just have to. Just be. Yeah, have it.
Good job there everywhere,
I enjoy doing guitar as well.
Did you enjoy that, sister?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good.
Could you hear all the music and the instruments?
Yes, I did.
Oh, lovely. We had a great time. It was beautiful here. I hope you did.
Yeah, I did.
Hallelujah, sister.
Hey?
Sing to Yahuah, make music to his name. Pay attention, O Yisrael, for my heart beats. Come on, let's sing. Sing to Yahuah, sing it loud. Make music to his name. Making music to. Pay attention, O Yisrael. Pay attention. My heart beats just for him.